4, the cops take a day off from the street.
All right, bud, that's it. Knock off, go watch the next game. We'll finish up tomorrow, next Saturday, all right? I promise.
Yeah, sure. Me and Joanne, the kid, we'll just live in the kitchen for the next week. Come on, we'll just get to the interesting part, the brain work.
Bud, the Knicks...
Measuring and cutting.
The Knicks and the Warriors are playing. Come on. There's going to be a big victory.
Come on, you come on. You said you were going to help me. Well, I want to see if you can help me break my world record for installing linoleum in a basement.
You did this before?
Yeah, the last time, remember? Because you backed out on me then. All right?
Well, how long does it take?
The same time to do it right as to do it wrong.
Oh, you sound like an insane nun.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. Give me the cutter. We're going to do this. I'm going to watch the second half of that game. Let's go.
No.
What do you mean?
First things first. I want you to write down some numbers for me, all right?
Write down some numbers.
Okay, 11.
All right, wait a minute. Let me get a piece of paper.
And a half inches. Actually, it's just an RCH more than 11 and a half inches.
Wait a minute.
Okay?
What'd you do with the pencil?
It's over here somewhere.
Where?
11 and a half inches. All right, the second one is 19 and a half inches.
Wait a minute. All right, let's go. Give me the first number again.
You know, you're pissing me off.
216, take 182 Rowan Avenue. That's 182 Rowan Avenue. See you, Mr. Florian, there. 21. Your time will be 17, 20 hours. Unit 414. 414.
All right, give me the thing. Just give me the cutter. I'm gonna do this whole thing by eye. Let's go.
No.
Give me the cutter.
You know, Arthur, there's a certain methodology. You're calling yourself a linoleumologist. There's a methodology to this.
Trying to kill me.
No. If you screw up with something like this, you have to have a plan and a blueprint because it's going to have ramifications all down the line. Make one little mistake, it's going to throw the whole thing out of whack at the end. You know? It's like other things.
Oh, what is that? Supposed to be like a metaphor for me being nervous about Cynthia being pregnant?
What?
Never mind.
Just remember, well begun is half done.
Ooh. Thanks very much, Sister Rosemary. Excuse me, sister. May I be excused now? I gotta do number 1.
I can make drapes out of this. It's so big. I put on 31, maybe 31 and a half pounds with Michael.
Did you take any off?
Very funny. You're gonna need flat shoes with lots of arch support. See if those fit.
All right.
And it's okay if they're a little loose, because your feet are gonna swell up like balloons, and you're gonna get varicose veins, whatever you do.
Joanne.
Hey, I don't know what the nuns told you about it, but I went into pregnancy thinking it was gonna be this whole motherhood blossoming thing. I'd appreciated it if somebody had told me the truth. Like garlic, for instance.
What?
Garlic, it's great for hemorrhoids.
I don't like the taste of garlic.
You don't take it orally.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Remember the guy we arrested who killed his brother with one of those things?
Yeah, Reuben.
The brother was back in the office with the wife having sex. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Weird sex.
I know.
You know?
I know all
And
this.
so when we get there, he's in this big, beautiful house. He just finished redoing the floors. They were beautiful. I mean, he did like a beautiful job. They were like a fucking mirror. And he still had his brother's blood, like all over his clothes. And he had the linoleum knife stuck right in his belt like that. You remember how proud he was when he found out that his wife was pregnant? Because he didn't have any kids? And then the wife says, like, ooh, you know, it's your brother's kid. So he takes the knife and he goes and he kills him.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember. I know all this.
Well, I'm just telling you. I'm just reminding you because I want to tell you something else about it.
Okay.
I'm just jogging your memory.
I think your memory's already a little joggy. So?
So we get there. When I arrest him, I go up to him and put the cuffs on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like shaking up. He's like shaking, you know. He's all like totally screwed up, you know. I go, and he looks, takes one last look around the house, right? And then he's like, all of a sudden he like calms down. Like all at once goes like, whoosh. And he looks up at me and he smiles. And he's like happy. You know what he says?
No.
It's like smiling at me. He goes, yes, that's another beautiful thing that Reuben has done. Those were his exact words.
What is that, a tent?
It's a nightie.
Yeah, for Godzilla.
Hey, you have to have that. It's gonna drive Arthur mad with desire.
Yeah, well, that'll be a first.
Cynthia. So how did it finally, you know, take? I mean, do you know?
I know exactly when it was. But, you know, for a while our sex life was kind of like a science project. It's like me taking my temperature all the time, Arthur's running around making all these charts, checking my mucus. We were using litmus paper. But, when it happened, it was totally spontaneous.
So when was that?
Halftime, the Giants-Redskins game.
Oh, my God.
It was on TV. But I remember Brent Musburger was talking about Phil Simms. And Arthur was making his usual grunting noises. And then all of a sudden, I thought it was Brent on top of me. With the grunting Dorito breath. And Arthur was on TV.
That is so weird.
But it wasn't Brent Musburger. It was definitely Arthur, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Bud, when Joanne was with child, did she lose her,
What,
you know what I mean?
her sex drive?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? She's a Catholic girl. Catholic girls, it's the only time they feel safe doing it is when they're pregnant because they can't get any more pregnant.
Really?
Yeah. She was wild. Let me tell you. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel a little funny about it.
Oh, come on.
No.
We'll get into it. Believe me, you know, Runyon says there are certain guys. Yeah. Oh, I mean, pregnant women make them really horny.
Runyon says that?
Yeah, they even got magazines for it. There's one called Popping Mamas.
Pardon me? Excuse me?
There's a magazine called Popping Mamas.
Yeah,
Yeah, really. But it's for Portuguese guys mostly at the time. At least it's written in Portuguese. Hey, get off the linoleum. Okay, you ready?
Ready?
Talman?
Oh, boy. Beautiful. Here we go.
There. You see that fit? That's quality. That's craftsmanship. That's planning. Hmm?
Yep, it's nice. But is it safe? I mean, like, for how long is it safe?
You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, right up to the end. You want to get acrobatic about it. It's a long way up there, pal. What are you, bragging?
All right. I'm gonna just start slathering this shit over on the floor over there, right? Jesus Christ, what is this, a controlled substance? I should be busting you for possession. What's the street value of this stuff, Rico?
Give me the can. Give me the can. Let's read the instructions first, all right? And keep away from me with that cigarette.
It's shit. You slather it on the floor, you put the linoleum on top. Big deal.
Listen up. Cut linoleum, or linoleum tile, cork tile, or lining felt to fit. And position in place. See, we did that. Set aside notch trowel for now. So set that aside. And turn the sheet back on shelf, exposing half intended to be first half, placed on the floor for applying adhesive. This half is to be bonded first, and process is repeated for the other half. So what I think this is saying is first we do one half, then we do the other.
You figure that out all by yourself?
All right, so now we can start, all right?
What are you worried about?
I'm highly perishable. I'm marked use by. You're a best before. You're fine for weeks. But for safety, I have to be used this week. Or I'm out.
You don't have to tell the whole world you carry the donor card. But it is essential that your relatives know your wishes. Let them know you wish to help someone else live after you're dead.
Cold weather puts thousands of people in danger. When it's cold this winter, be a good neighbor. For information, ring 0800 289 404 free.
In the paper the other day about this woman in South America that gave birth to a baby with 2 heads.
Don't think about it.
I wonder if she gave them one name or 2. No, I don't know if I'm going to breastfeed or not.
Hey, you gotta try it at least for the first few weeks. You'll see.
Well, that's what I hear. It's like nothing you ever felt before. I think that's from women who haven't dated Tony Renetti in high school.
I did.
I know you did.
And besides, it'll help you get rid of some of that weight you are going to gain.
And for the bonding and the immunities and all that?
Yeah, more importantly, it'll drive your husband completely nuts. After a while, Bud couldn't even watch me nurse. It made him so jealous.
That's adorable.
Keepers?
Definitely.
Is Arthur going to be in the delivery room with you?
Of course he is. He wouldn't miss it.
No way. She's gonna get me into that delivery room. No way.
You tell Cynthia that?
Yeah. This is one of those famous doors that men were meant not to open.
Arthur, you and I, we personally assisted in the delivery of babies in the backs of cars, kitchen tables, those twins in the back of the PATH train that time, remember?
Yeah, but it's...
You got nothing to worry about.
It's a totally different situation when the subject is your own personal wife. Shit. What?
That corner's coming up.
You gotta put cement nails into this thing. You gotta shoot him with a gun. Right in here and it never come out.
Stubborn seams and curl spots until the adhesive has fully set. Apply weights such as sandbags. Or your drunken partner. Arthur, sit down, all right? Just make yourself useful. I'll apply the rest of this adhesive to the floor and we'll be able to get out of here. It's nice.
It'll make it stick better.
They put you in this tiny, well-lit room. Lots of chrome everywhere. Then this butch nurse with cold hands comes in and shaves you, you know, where. Then she gives you an enema. Then they put you in this chair, not unlike at the gynecologist's office examining chair. And except it's, well, you don't have friendly old Dr. Bolchin looking down at you. You got this series of pizza-face interns who keep coming in and looking into you like you're a telescope. You're in pain. Waves of unbelievable pain. Makes you nostalgic for cramps.
But I'll tell you about this delivery thing. It's a non-negotiable issue.
I'll tell you, you're making a mistake.
But why? I don't want to go into the delivery room and see Cynthia in all that pain. I couldn't take that. I'm going to be in a waiting room. I'm going to be pacing back and forth and smoking cigarettes. That's it. That's the tradition. That's the way of our people.
No, you listen to me, all right? You two, you've created a life together. Right? That's the most important thing that people can do. You've got to be there to share that with her. You've got to be there to share that perfect moment together.
I look up at this man, Bud, my husband. He's wearing this green smock that doesn't fit. And he's telling me, breathe, honey, breathe. Like I'm gonna forget how to breathe. And he's running around asking the doctor all these stupid questions and acting like there's a reason for him to be there. And I'm thinking, this is his fault. I'm gonna break his neck if I live through this. I'm glad he's there, but I hate him too. And this goes on for hours and hours.
Time, it just flies by. And you're right there. You're right there with it. It's a beautiful moment, Arthur. It's beautiful. It's better than sex. No, it's better than anything.
It's a gross experience. You go through it because you have to, and you're glad you did, all said and done. But anybody who tries to tell you that it's this beautiful moment and stuff, whew, they're lying. Or they're Bud.
I feel different.
Yeah? Six-pack will do that to you.
No, I mean, I feel different. I'm going to be a father. I'm going to sire. I feel different.
What are you gonna do if it's a girl?
Same thing as I do if it's a boy. I kiss it on the forehead, thank God for my good fortune. Doesn't make any difference to me.
Sure you would.
No, it doesn't.
And whatever you do, don't let Cynthia know you're disappointed, you know?
It doesn't make any difference.
Because women are very touchy about these things. It's good to prepare yourself so you'll be able to exercise some self-control.
I'm not going to be disappointed because to me, it doesn't make any difference.
You're Italian. You're a cop. And you're Catholic.
There are girl cops.
It is worth it, then, isn't it? Changes everything. Which housekeepers?
These.
Great. It changes even the things you keep doing that you did before. The ordinary things. Well, like, you know, eating and sleeping and cleaning. You're busy all the time, and you're bored a lot of the time. But you have this new feeling that everything that you're doing is important. That everything that happens matters.
Well, it is worth it then.
Before Michael was born, I used to be afraid sometimes about Bud. You know, like if he'd be late getting home or there'd be something on the news about, you know.
Yeah.
But since we had Michael, I'm scared all the time.
What?
What? After what?
After the delivery.
What, postpartum depression or what?
No, I know about that chocolate, right? She calls her mother all the time.
So what, you want the inflatable donut for sitting on? I'll give you the one Joanne used. Son of a bitch, I wanted to finish this today.
Do it next week. No, I mean, with Joanne. I mean, with Cynthia.
What?
No, it's embarrassing. Down there. When the baby's coming out, I mean, the baby's big, right? I mean, relatively speaking.
You ever hear of an operation called an episiotomy? After the delivery. Doctor puts in a couple stitches. Zip, zip. Everything's as good as new. Better than new.
Really?
I mean, you are really freaking out about this
Yeah,
whole
I
thing.
know. It's
no?
a
like-
big thing. It's
no,
a big
it's not.
thing.
It's not. It's... You know what it is? This is another beautiful thing that Arthur has done.
Take 182 Rowan Avenue. That's 182 Rowan Avenue. See Mr. Miranda there. 21. The town will be 17, 20 hours.
Just tell him, let him do it.